peace. Your brother Shemai Allah again. Back at you with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shema Mashak Yahweh. Okay. And this right here, most high willing, through the spirit, hope you receive some edification on this. This particular lesson here is going to be about, modern day Babylon, man. Okay, modern day Sodom and Gomorrah, man. You know what I'm saying? Specifically the heart of Babylon. What is the heart of Babylon? Let's get into this real quick. Most high willing, this be a quick lesson, man. Let me just put this up on my screen here. Alright. So what you're looking at is a map of New York City. Okay, and what you got is an image also. I got it a little tilted. I rotated it. You know what I'm saying? I rotated it. Let me turn it up. You see how this is a heart right here. The image of a heart. Hope you can see. I got the transparency a little light so you can see the contrast between the heart and the map of New York City. Okay, so I want y'all to be able to see this so you get an understanding. Alright. Let me bring back my filters real quick. So you see I got it. See, it's kind of, is the color, you can see the color a whole lot more of the heart now, but I want to bring it down so you can kind of see, the contrast of the map of New York City in the background. But these are all the parts of the heart. You know what I'm saying? Maybe more, maybe less, depending on what image you find on Google. You know what I'm saying? But mainly, most of the images you're going to see 4 chambers of the heart. Now, anybody who know about New York know there's 5 boroughs. Especially, people from New York. Everybody know, whoever from New York know there's 5 boroughs. Now, when you look at the heart, you got 4 chambers. Now, the 5 boroughs, let me tone down this color of the heart so you can look at this map. Alright, so the 5 boroughs. You got Staten Island down here. You got Brooklyn. You got Manhattan. You got Queens. And you got the Bronx right up here. Okay, those are the 5 boroughs of New York. Now, I also want you to understand that these 5 boroughs are synonymous with the 5 cities of the plains, okay, of Sodom and Gomorrah that was destroyed by the Most High when he rained down fire and brimstone. These 5 cities are synonymous with those 5 cities of Sodom and Gomorrah back in the day. Okay. Now, let's get back to this heart. Okay, let me get it back real quick. So when you look at this heart, now Staten Island is not part of the heart, although it's part of the 5 cities, that was destroyed. Okay. Well, Staten Island may be part of the heart. It's just not it's not one of the 4 chambers of the heart of Babylon. You know what I'm saying? So in this heart, right, you got the right atrium, you got the left atrium, you got the right ventricle, and you got the left ventricle. Now let's rotate this thing, this heart, just slightly. Okay, we're gonna rotate it slightly. You know what I'm saying? So that we can see a little bit more clearly the shape of the heart, man. It's shaped like New York. When you lay it down right over Brooklyn and Manhattan and all of them boroughs, okay, it's shaped just like New York. The whole city. All of them cities, man. Alright? Now you see I had tilted it a little bit and I lightened it up so you could see the map in the background. Now, you look closely, the 4 boroughs, apart from Staten Island, are, you know, they're synonymous with the atriums and ventricles of the heart, man. So you see right here, the left ventricle is Brooklyn. When you had a heart tilted, when you lay it down, when you lay that heart down, okay, over the map of New York City, all of these ventricles and atriums line up with the boroughs, these 4 boroughs. Okay. So here we go, man. You see, right? Just trying to get it like really. Boom. See, you see the heart. You overlay this heart right over New York City. You got the chambers lined up with the 4 boroughs. Okay. So there you got it. You got Brooklyn right here, which is the left ventricle. Alright. Then the right ventricle is Manhattan. Right there. Alright, let me move it over a little bit, man. Let me move it up a little. Because, you know, you got people out there, oh, it's just a coincidence. You know what I'm saying? It ain't no, see, man, ain't no coincidence with the Most High, man. Okay? No coincidence whatsoever. Now look at this, man. You lay this heart dead smack right in the middle of New York City. Okay, the heart of Babylon. And like I said, what you get here, the left ventricle is Brooklyn. The right ventricle is Manhattan. Hope y'all can see that. You know what I'm saying? I ain't got no marker to circle it right here. But you see my mouse, man. See how my arrow on my mouse, man? I'm circling Manhattan. That's that right ventricle right there. Then you got, like I said, the left ventricle, Brooklyn. Okay, the left atrium is right over Queens. That's Queens right there, man. Alright? And then you got the right atrium, which is the Bronx, man. It's right there. Those are the 4 boroughs, man. Which are the 4 chambers of the heart of Babylon. It's right there in your face, man. And of course, Staten Island is a borough as well. But since it's not, you know, actually a part of the heart, it's not included in the heart. And matter of fact, Staten Island is considered the forgotten borough. Okay? Matter of fact, let me try to pull that up. You know what I'm saying? Most High willing. Hold on. Alright, so yeah, here we go, man. It's Wikipedia on Staten Island. Let me just get to the point, man. Because like I said, man, you know, Staten Island is considered A forgotten borough, man. But it's still a borough. It's part of the 5 cities of Sodom and Gomorrah, man. Let me see here, man. Here we go. Yeah, Staten Island has sometimes been called the forgotten borough by inhabitants who feel neglected by the city government. So it's kind of like it's a borough, but it's part of New York, but it's kind of like not part of New York. You know what I'm saying? But it's still part of New York. Staten Island is still Staten Island. It's part of New York. You know what I'm saying? Alright. The Wu-Tang like to call it Shaolin. You know, but it's still part of New York, man. Alright. So back to this. So you see, man, this heart right here. Dab smack in the middle of New York City. With all the ventricles and atriums right over the boroughs, man. Those 4 boroughs, those 4 chambers of the heart. That's the heart of Babylon. Okay? Which is New York City, man. Including Staten Island. You know what I'm saying? So let's get some precepts, man. Get some scriptures, man. Let's go to Wisdom of Solomon first. Start at verse 5. Moreover, the nations and their wicked conspiracy being confounded. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 10, verse 5. Moreover, the nations and their wicked conspiracy being confounded, she found out the righteous and preserved him blameless unto God and kept him strong against his tender compassion toward his son. When the ungodly perished, she delivered the righteous man who fled from the fire which fell down upon the 5 cities, man. See? 5 cities is the 5 boroughs, man. Of Sodom and Gomorrah, man. The 5 boroughs, man. You know, it's going to be destroyed too, man. So these 5 cities are what? What are these 5 cities back in the day? What were the 5 cities? This is Genesis chapter 14. Start at verse 1. It said, and it came to pass in the days of Amraphel, king of Shinar, and Arioch, king of Elasar, and Kedloramer, king of Elam, and Tidal, king of nations, that these made war with Bera, king of Sodom, and with Bersha, king of Gomorrah, Shinab, king of Admah, okay, and Shemeber, king of Zeboam, and the king of Bela, which is Zor. Alright, so you see these are the cities, man, and the kings that are synonymous with these cities, these 5 boroughs. You got Sodom, alright, you got Sodom, you got Gomorrah, okay, you got Admah, that's 3rd, and Zeboam, which is 4th, and Zerah, Bela, which is Zor, okay, that's the 5th one, man. Those are the 5 cities, man. Now let's go down to verse 8. It says, and there went out the king of Sodom, and the king of Gomorrah, and the king of Admah, and the king of Zeboam, and the king of Bela, the same as Zor, and they joined battle with them in the valley of Siddim. Okay? These are the 5 cities we just read about in Wisdom of Solomon. Okay? Back to Wisdom of Solomon 10, verse 7. It says, of whose wickedness even to this day the waste land that smoketh is a testimony. and plants bearing fruit that never came to ripeness, and a standing pillar of salt is a monument of an unbelieving soul. I was talking about Lot's wife, man. Okay. So likewise, man, this place is gonna get destroyed. New York gonna get destroyed, man. All right. You know, like Chris Tucker said in Money Talks, there's a bomb in the building. All right, you better get your out right now. You better get out right now. Okay. But see, you know, people ain't gonna believe that, man. They ain't gonna believe until the planes hit. That's when they gonna want to flee. You know what I'm saying? That's when they gonna want to flee. All right. So now, let's go to Deuteronomy. Yeah, Deuteronomy chapter 29, man. 29 and 23. It says, and that the whole land thereof is brimstone and salt and burning, that it is not sown, nor beareth, nor any grass groweth therein. Like the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah. See, Sodom and Gomorrah, Admah and Zeboam, which the Lord overthrew in his anger and in his wrath. Okay. So you see, that's 4 cities right there. And you include Zor. You know what I'm saying? You include Zor, which makes 5. And what do we have today? Ain't nothing new under the sun, man. Right? Ecclesiastes 1, chapter 1, verse 9. The thing that hath been, it is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done. And there is no new thing under the sun. So ain't no new thing, man. You had 5 cities back then that got destroyed by fire and brimstone, and you got 5 cities today that's going to be destroyed by fire and brimstone, man. Okay? And what are those cities? What are those cities, man? Again, you got Staten Island, which is probably Zor. All right, you got Brooklyn. All right, Manhattan, Queens, and the Bronx. Those are the 5 cities, man. And which 4 make up the heart of Babylon. I hope you was edified. You got some understanding. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, Most High willing, if you there, man, you better get up out of there, man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, even if, you know, it ain't the case, you still should get up out of there. You know, New York is wicked. You know what I'm saying? Wicked. So I hope you was edified. Peace and blessings to the hopeful elect. All praises, glory, honor, and thanksgiving to Yahweh Ba'ashem Mashiach Yahushua. Shalom.